Hello എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം വെൽക്കം ടു ദ ഷോ ഇന്നത്തെ നമ്മുടെ ഗസ്റ്റ് ഈസ് റാപ്പർ ഡൂപ്പ് ബോയ് ഗോസ്റ്റ് ടൈറ്റിലിൽ കണ്ട പോലെ തന്നെ ഐ തിങ്ക് ഹീ ഈസ് വൺ ഓഫ് ദ മോസ്റ്റ് കോൺട്രവേഴ്ഷ്യൽ റാപ്പ് ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റ് ഇൻ ദ ഗെയിം ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് ദ സ്റ്റഫ് ദാറ്റ് ഹി ടോക്സ് അബൌട്ട് ഇൻ ഹിസ് ട്രാക്സ് ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് ദ ബീഫ് ദാറ്റ് ഹീസ് ഹാഡ് വിത്ത് സം ഓഫ് ദി ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റ് ഇൻ ദ സീൻ. Dope Boy Ghost started rapping at a very young age when he was in the US and released his first track in 2013. From what I understand, he's the kind of guy who lives for rap and the hip hop culture. He even released 100 tracks in 2020 alone.
I make it rain, baby, don't forget your umbrella. Rapping since the umbilical was ever feel like cynical methods. Chasing happiness, laughter, but the closer I get, it always moves away fast. Try and read me, but the book is closed. Try and see me, do you believe in ghosts? I keep it sick, like I got a cold. They get wiped out, let me blow my nose.
Honestly, this was one crazy episode because of the stories that Dope Boy shared. There's drama, violence, drugs, guns, gangs, ghosts, heartbreak, and a lot more. As always, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for accepting the invite. So,
And if it's for the culture, I'm in.
yeah, that's cool, bro. So, listen, man. I mean, I've taken a lot of time out to kind of research a little bit about you, and I think you have a very interesting story. So, that's probably the main thing that I want to speak about. So, first of all, dude, like props to putting out 100 tracks in 2020. It's like, is that like
Yeah.
a Guinness World Record or something?
Yeah, I mean, I looked online because when I really thought it was a record is because cause I follow like more American rap. So
Mm-hmm.
like there's an artist, NBA Youngboy. He put out like a I think like DJ Academics who like covers. He's like a blog type
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So like he covers this, and he said that he has the most songs this year, and he put out 51, 56 tracks.
Wow.
So once I read about that, I was like, yo, I already put out like 80, because that time I already had like 80 something tracks out. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, you already beat the record. But like, and then I hit up Double J and I was like, bro, like, how do you get the records? Like, cause he had the record
Like
for like, so I hit
fastest
him up.
rap,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah. So I was like, he told me to like hit up a couple of Indian like Guinness World Record and stuff. But I didn't do that yet because I was like, I don't know. I just got too much going on to really like go out of my way and do that. So because I didn't expect to hit 100, it wasn't something like, okay, this year I'm gonna do 100 songs. It just happened. Like I was just like in a position where I just like, all right, these people want music, and I'll give it to them.
Yeah, and I think most of your listeners are on Spotify and those streaming platforms, right? Like
Yeah,
if you look at YouTube, you probably don't, see the
have
numbers
as much
there.
as
Yeah,
the label. Like I had a label
yeah.
for a couple of years. Like I owned the label as well, but I mean, my main job is to make music, so that's what I did. And so they had all the channels. They were investing in the music and the videos and stuff. So it was on their channel. Like it was called Quencho, but I changed it
Yeah.
to Immortal Records. So at that time, so they like basically I only had 400 subs when Corona started. 'Cause
Oh, wow.
I have three YouTube channels, like the Quencho one, which is Immortal Records, the Chennai Karadi, and
Hmm.
then this Doughboy Ghost. The Doughboy Ghost only had 400 subs. I wasn't putting out much music, and the videos, like I told them, like I want Doughboy Ghost to be the brand because I felt like people weren't like gravitating towards Quencho, but
Mm-hmm.
they were like they really liked me of like who I was and stuff. So I was like, that's the way to go. And these guys wanted their brand to be pushed, you know.
Hmm.
So in the end, one guy just came and he gave up. Like he was like, bro, I can't do this no more, you know? So that time I was like, give me the district kid, I'm gonna get Spotify. Like, cause I figured like, all right, screw YouTube, cause it's gonna take me a while to get paid from YouTube,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, forget it. Like YouTube, I'll just keep on putting out lyric videos or whatever type of videos. I
Yeah.
just put an audio track, whatever I could at that time, because I didn't have my camera. I didn't like I know how to edit then, but it was
Mm-hmm.
just like basic. It wasn't like people were watching my videos and were like, "Oh, see, now how to edit it." Like now, that's what they're asking me. Like, who's editing this shit for you? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, me, bro. Like, who else? You know? So like at that time, I didn't have those skills, so I was just like audio. I just push the audio. I mix master it
Mm-hmm.
myself, and I just push in. Like the first month of quarantine, I put out 21 tracks. So at that time, my monthly listeners were like 400 or
Mm-hmm.
something on. Because I just released the album in January, and it was no like at that time everyone in the rap game was supporting me. Like
Mm.
even though Malayalam rap wasn't big in the beginning of 2020 as much, you know.
Mm.
Like 2020 really took off Malayalam rap. Like next
Yeah.
level vloggers, all that stuff was coming out 2020 because a lot of plan, so they're like,
Right.
all right, you know, there's more time to focus on the internet, more time to be on Instagram. So at that time, the people, the audience started gaining, you know.
Mm.
And then I was in the beef and stuff, so that also
Yeah.
that was interesting. Like people were like, "Whoa, what the hell is happening?" Like you would have the friends I know, so that really like so at that point of my life, like, cause I put out 21 tracks and it was like I leveled up. Like I went from like 400 to like 7,000 monthly listeners, and then cause I was just like consistent,
Yeah.
and then like at that time I was like I had like people that was like paying for promotion on Spotify and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like giving me like good playlists and stuff. So that way, cause like that's what I thought the game was back then, you know. But I realized like as like moving toward like in the future and stuff, like I stopped doing that.
Mm.
So like yeah, I don't know. It was just like I didn't know the business side of the things, right?
Yeah.
And that's like it's just the main part of it. Which is like it sucks as being an artist because like I put in so much work, but I don't get as much appreciation. Because like back when I was getting appreciation from
Mm-hmm.
everyone,
Mm.
like everyone in the game that was rapping shared my album, like they were listening, like, but it wasn't enough. Like that's why I got into it with my label. I was like,
Mm.
dude, like this album should be a hit. Like Kochi Medicine, I'm talking about Kochi Medicine's
Yeah. Yeah.
album. Like that's my first debut Malayalam album, full Malayalam 10 tracks. And then I just got pissed off because I was like, this is not it. This is not what's supposed to be happening. Like whatever plans they told me, whatever future they made me believe didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
And it was their job to promote it because I'm waiting for them to promote it, and I'm like, dude, why you guys not like? And then I don't know, like I just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just move on to the next thing. And then I just kept on putting out. Then I did a lot of features
Mm.
with like the 21 songs were mainly features, like female artists no one's even heard of.
Mm.
Like you know, like they never did rap songs before, like Lami and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw her playing a video of violin, and she was singing with the violin. And like someone shared that, I contacted her, and I
Mm.
was like, yo, I got something for you. And then Simon Kuti, right?
Yeah.
Simon
Yeah.
Kuti, yes. He had sent me a beat and I sent it to her, and she made it like she added her vocals. The way I want is the name of the song.
Okay.
So yeah, and then like I did one with GWS for Dan Pearson on the beat.
I
Like
think
I don't even
Randapavan
know
or
that month
something. Yeah.
was that's just before the beat. This was like 21 tracks, singles I just put out that first month of quarantine,
Mm.
and then I put like songs with I did like so many COVID songs like മറ്റേ അഭിയായിട്ടൊന്ന് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട് ചെന്നൈ
Yeah.
കരടി
Yeah.
it's called
Yeah.
COVID 2
Yeah.
and then I did weekly reminded with MC
Yeah.
Shah because
Yeah.
like I thought COVID, like when COVID started I thought I believe in this conspiracy stuff a lot so I was like conspiracy bro like they just want to distract you because like at that time this cab and all was going on right
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, all of a sudden COVID happened. No one even talking about cab no more, you know. Other way agenda very pushy and okay. So like that's all I'd be like. I'm paranoid on it because I feel like the world is gonna like we're already fucking it up a lot,
Yeah.
So I just be like thinking like that. Up and Weekly Reminder was like a funny thing, and I sent it to Vibin Shah to do the lyric video. He
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Machane, ഞാൻ ഇതില് കേറട്ടെ." Like I was like, "നീ rap ചെയ്യാറുണ്ടോ?" And he's like, ചെയ്യാ set ആക്ക. Then he mixed it out. So he recorded on his phone, right?
Right.
And he sent it. Then he had his whole story. Like അവന്റെ കുറച്ച് story mode ആയിരുന്നു. മറ്റേ
Mm-hmm.
അമ്മച്ചി കാരണ സീനും അപ്പം
Okay.
ചുടാൻ നിന്ന് എന്തൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട് അതില്. I can't really recall. പക്ഷെ അതും കുറച്ച് ഹിറ്റായി. Like I couldn't put it on Spotify because it's a YouTube beat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was like one of the singles I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you really, looking at someone, I mean, you're the kind of guy who I think lives for the culture, hip hop music, rap culture, right? I mean, uh,
That's pretty.
this is all you do, right? I mean, is this like your full time thing? Do you do something else apart from this, or it's like eat, sleep, rap? I mean, the only thing that.
I mean, I'm like, I be cooking a lot of food, right? Like right now,
Yeah.
yeah, I just cooked like fried rice. Like uh, yesterday, I made beef and broccoli. Right now, I'm in the Chinese. Like 2 weeks ago, I was making burgers, Mexican food, like tacos, enchiladas.
Yeah.
Like so, right? Basically, I just take care of myself. Like morning, I work out,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just focus on music. Cause like right now, I feel like that's the only thing that I've got. Plus, like I started my clothing company, and I'm
Yeah.
like I print like I bought the printer, I bought every like whatever is required to print T-shirts, whatever, and I bought a couple of T-shirts. So I've been practicing on that, and like I've been just posting like little like I haven't really gone official with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't. I'm in the process of like registering my company and like get an import export license because all my like fans are like mostly. I mean, I got a ton in Kochi and whatever, and that and all. I'm Instagram wala pushia, but like I'm trying to get like my merch to my fans like in Dubai, Australia, and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
want to be like official with it, and I'm gonna have like one of these caps. Like I have like a ton of these black caps, right?
Oh.
So this is
Right.
my painted from. This is hand painted,
Oh wow.
right?
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have like 50 of these caps. So he's like hand painting. Like this is Charizard. He's a Pokemon,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like yeah. So like I'm pretty much like an anime fan and stuff. So like my music, like it relates with like anime fans and like I just like the clothing. Like I figure like fashion is a main part of hip hop, right? So right now it's just like I got a lot on my plate, and I'm just trying to like ease out like a little bit each day, like a little bit of recording, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of writing music, a little bit of making beats, a little bit of editing videos. Then
Yeah.
I play video games too, so I mean that also I can make money off of, but I haven't really like gone into streaming as much because my internet connection is not really that good. And I'm like, right now, I'm really trying to edit it. So what I do is like, I just have the game playing, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll just be editing. And when it renders, I'll just play the game, just for like to
Mm.
waste time or like really trying to just get this material out. And I don't have like, I meet people on the way who help me, like engineers hit me up like, yo, bro, let me mix your stuff for you. So I'll be like, cool. And I'll send them like a track. I like right now, I put out an album. Like Spotify is going crazy. And that is like the only thing that's like keeping me like consistent.
Mm. Mm.
Because I put out an album January 28th, or like the 28th, yeah, around that day. Diamond Soul Bandit,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that beat did like 34,000 streams, and it hasn't been a month, and that's mad crazy. But I feel like no one is supporting me as they used to. Like when they used to support me, I'm not getting as much streams or whatever. But now they're not supporting, but they're coming to listen. I feel like
So yeah, so I mean, when you talk about that, do you think it's because of the beef that a lot of people who used to support you don't anymore?
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons. Even though beef is done, right?
Yeah.
Like even Matic has video called me a bunch of times, like after the beef. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, for me, I thought it was just rap, especially with the ABII album. Like, I thought it was like, cause I asked him like what happened was in what he wanted to diss me is because in the song I did with GWS, I have a bar like Randipav in that song, right? I
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
bar. This is on the worry where I'm not even for the clarity. So and then basically he came to my house and then I had done the track and at that time Spotify takes like a couple of days to upload when you upload with the feature. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just waiting for the track. He had come over. When he left, I was like, bro, the track's online. Just like check it out. Like one decade to know ഒരു സാധനം ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. Because like
Mm-hmm.
ഒരു friendly competition ആയിട്ട് എനിക്ക് അവനായിട്ട് തോന്നിയിട്ടില്ലോ. Because like beef is real shit. It's not no games. You know what I'm saying? But um when he like after he didn't even listen to the song, right? So after I'm just trying to find my brand in the COVID, right? Because at that time I need to make like money off of this stuff. It's like because I never wanted to I never cared about the money. I do it for the money. I just love rapping. That's what I'm good at. And plus, I made money a lot of other ways. So it was never money for me. But now it's like fuck, this is like the only legal way I can make money and like for the
Yeah,
rest of my life.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really just live in street life. Like that's why when these rappers talk about like, gangster rappers and stuff, I'll be laughing because it's like, bro, you haven't even seen real street shit. Like it's not what that I wanted to do it. Like at one point I really wanted to do it, but
Mm.
once I was in that position, I was like, this is not how I want to live.
But bro,
You
I
don't
mean,
like you either end up
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
don't you think it's crazy that when you're with someone, when let's say you and ABI, you guys, Chennai Karadim, you guys had a thing together, and then when you have when you say something about someone who's with you the whole time, don't you think that can be perceived as that you have a
No,
problem
but
with
we were
him?
doing that before. Like even നമ്മുടെ സ്വന്തം ട്രാക്കില് നമ്മളെ തന്നെ diss ചെയ്തിരിക്കുകയാണ്. Like it's called I'm the Greatest. So അതൊന്നും ഇറങ്ങിയിട്ടില്ല. Like the thing between me and ABI is like I haven't met anyone that works with me as good. Like as in like ഞാൻ അവനും ചുമ്മാ 2 ദിവസത്തിനുള്ളിൽ 12 പാട്ടുണ്ടാക്കി. You know what I'm saying? And we only put out like 2 of those songs. Like I always when I meet him, we never talk personal stuff like about life or like nothing. It's always rap. Like പറയുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ rap ചെയ്തിട്ട് പറയും. Like I pushed him with the freestyles. Like ആരായാലും whoever in the game and whoever met me started freestyling. Like Martin, Vigor Kavi, and these guys are like fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? But like I feel like I brought that shit to the game because even Rax and all his first freestyle here, shout out Ghost, right? I'm gonna the C United. So when the beef happened, everyone got pushed to like two sides, right?
Mm.
Like Nomadic and the side I don't know, and like my side. But I'm not the type of person to call people and be like, "Machan, and the side." You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. Like, ഞാൻ ഒറ്റയ്ക്കാണ് റാപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ എനിക്ക് നന്നായിട്ട് അറിയാം. I feel like whoever was on my side should be on my side without me telling them. Like, you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was just gonna be like rap beef. Like, I before the beef started, there was a bunch of talk in like privately. So at that time, I asked him. I was like, "Yeah, yo, bro, is this gonna affect our friendship?" You know what I'm saying? Apabam Baran, he's like, "Yeah, it might do. It might be." It came to the scene like, Matesi night. Like, I didn't take it as a big deal, but they took it as a big deal.
But
So
I
like,
mean,
yeah,
from
I was
I was actually
that's
thinking about this about the way you perceive things from what you have seen in your life. You've been in the US for a long time. The culture there is completely different. Here, it's a smaller scene, right? So it's
yeah,
kind of I kind of get why ABI or Nomadic or maybe 16, see that as like a stab in the back because first thing it's a very small scene, and the second thing the culture here is different. So people here, like, we don't see guns, or we don't you've seen that, you've been on the streets, that what you talk about
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Like
So
so
I
that
think it's
this
people
thing
don't get it.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing happened with Nomadic. What happened was I took the Aradhana track, right,
Yeah.
and like before it came out, I heard it twice, and the second time I heard it, I was like, bro, I need to get on the remix of that track. Like the beat was like, I just needed the beat. Like, ഇടയ്ക്ക് ചില ബീറ്റുകളുണ്ട് അത് കേട്ടാൽ I'll do it. Like, even if it's someone else's song, if it's a remix, I'll put it remix, credit കൊടുക്കും, and I'll do the track because it's just something that my heart tells me to, like, bro, you gotta hear your voice on that beat. That's it. So അങ്ങനെ like when I just listened to his song and then അവൻ കുറെ തോക്ക് കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞ കാരണം I was like, yeah. He said he's not a gangster, തോക്ക് കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല. So I was like, I'm a gangster, കുറെ തോക്ക് കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. You know what I'm saying? But അതിൽ ഞാൻ VMK നാണ് ഡിസ് കൊടുക്കണത് because at that time, he was doing my videos for me, and then my label was paying him. So like only Malayali Trap God, like you could tell, that's the only video on my YouTube channel. Baki, whatever VMK shot is on the other channel, right?
On Immortal Records, yeah.
They didn't even pay for Malayali Trap God because I put it on my channel, and they didn't tell me that. They didn't tell me like Adana Prashna, but like they were like not giving him the money because of that. So I was like, yo, like sign an agreement with VMK or whatever, and they came to the like I'm the modern version shoot on it. So everyone was getting ready. As I made one of my label guys came with an agreement for VMK. So adile kore indairunnu. Like it was like 3 pages. It was like whatever we feel fit. If it's not fit, we have to reshoot. So VMK വായിച്ചിട്ട് എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് ചോദിക്കാണ് because അവനും ഞാനൊരു bond ഉണ്ടാക്കി, right? But like even though I'm paying him or whatever, like we were chilling one whole week. We shot like 4 or 5 videos. Bangalore, Mangalore, Kodaikanal, and Lavadi. So like we developed a bond, right? So he was like, "Go stay London," and I was like, "Man, business on when these guys fucked up, they put someone else's name, right, in the beginning of the contract." So of course you wanted to sign, right? So I was like, "നിങ്ങൾക്ക് correct ചെയ്തിട്ട് വാ, ഇത്രയും information ഒന്നും വേണ്ട, 5 video 1,00,000 ഷൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ എഴുതിയിട്ട് വന്നാൽ മതി പറഞ്ഞു. Right? So they never came. VMK, when Corona started, he got trapped in Mangalore. So at that time I paid him. At that time I paid him 70 whatever, 60K, and then he was like, so I was like, like it's not like I have like 30K sitting around to give him, right? So ഞാൻ ലേബിളെ വിളിച്ചിട്ട് എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും ഒരു 10,000 at least set ചെയ്ത് കൊടുത്തു പറഞ്ഞു. So they send him 10K. So altogether I just owe him 30K more, right? So 2 days later he started talking shit like അവൻ എന്നെ മറ്റേ സീനിൽ പറഞ്ഞു എന്റെ സ്വഭാവം മാറും നീ ബാക്കി പൈസ തന്നില്ലെങ്കിൽ, right? So already I'm going out my way to get him the money, like because it's not like I'm taking money from that. No, it's like I'm not even seeing that money. I'm gonna direct I'm gonna transfer up. So I got offended because like I was like, bro, I thought we were friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm paying you money I've never made off music ever in my life. And like I'm still like, you know, you're still chilling with me, you're still doing with me, still meeting new people, like new contact, like Bangalore scene and all. They're all my homies, you know. That's why I'm about to go to Bangalore. But like I introduced them to a ton of people and all that stuff. So like, now at the bottom, like, man, like don't disrespect me, bro. I'm gonna have to diss you. You know what I'm saying? Like, അങ്ങനത്തെ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു. പിന്നെ ഞാൻ ആ ബീറ്റ് കേട്ടപ്പോ എന്റെ മനസ്സ് പറഞ്ഞു like DOPസിന്റെ ധാരണം ഹിപ്പ് ഹോപ്പ് അവരെ താമസം നമ്മൾ തന്ന വീടാ നിങ്ങൾ തരണം വാടകം, something like that I said in that track, right? But then the next line was like basically all my tracks about my life. So the next line is VMK has only done videos mostly with ABI and Nomadic, right? So I was like ഞാൻ പണച്ചാക്കുമല്ല നേഴ്സുമല്ല ബ്രോ മ്യൂസിക്കേ ഉള്ളൂ എനിക്കിത് അറിയാലോ or something I said about like all I got is music. I'm not born rich and I'm not a nurse. You know what I'm saying? Because Abi called himself Panachak. Like I'm just using what these guys used in their songs to say, like tell him, like bro, like this is my only way out. You know what I'm saying? Like because like when I'm frustrated, I don't got any. You know, I send it directly to Nomadic because I want to beat down a lot. And then he was like, I figured like he just joke about because he used this in Fejo and Asamet and all. So I thought he was like wouldn't care that much. But I'm buying it. bad attitude. Like you said, he thought like I backstabbed him, right? So I was like, bro, like, it's like I'm not really dissing you. I'm just saying like I'm not that like ഇതേ ഇല്ലു like നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവണം നിങ്ങൾ ഈ പൈസ എണ്ണി കൊടുക്കുമ്പോ ഞാൻ എണ്ണി കൊടുക്കുമ്പോ ഞാൻ എവിടുന്നാണ് എടുക്കേണ്ടത് മനസ്സിലായി like it's my fault probably I don't want to do anything else so I can't really complain about it but like like this like BMK said like bro സീനില്ല നീ പയ്യെ ഫണ്ട് തന്നാ മതി like നമുക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കാം you know what I'm saying like അങ്ങനത്തെ എനിക്ക് headspace തന്നിട്ട് he stressing me about money when I'm trying to like I'm still pushing tracks on DistroKid കൊറോണന്റെ ഇടയിൽ എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും you know what I'm saying I'm trying to like just രക്ഷപ്പെടാൻ നോക്കുമ്പോ I just got frustrated because like he was locked down and stuff so uh I sent it to Nomadic. Nomadic, it was like bad energy. And then I talked with a couple of rappers. Like at that time, we were all close friends at that time. And they were like, bro, Arakanda. So I told Nomadic, bro, yeah, Arakanda. Then in the morning, I wake up and he puts a status, repost from 16 or something, talking about like, അവന്റെ വീട്ടുകാര് പ്രൗഡാണ് അവനെ പറ്റി എൻ്റെ വീട്ടുകാര് പ്രൗഡല്ല അങ്ങനത്തെ സീ അതിപ്പോ അവൻ പറയണേ it's not about me it's about 16 bars friend but I told him to his face I was like people who thought we were gonna beef like കറൂബും എല്ലാവരും മറ്റേ അപ്പൊ തന്നെ വ്ളോഗ് ഇട്ട് ബീഫ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോണ ഞാൻ മറ്റേ രണ്ട് തോക്ക് മറ്റേ prop guns ഉണ്ട് എൻ്റെ right so I just posted that shit like war is about to start and then അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടാ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഇവന്റെ അടുത്ത് I'm not gonna put it out we solved it and then he puts the status and then I put like Aradhana diss track and like I'm playing it from the Logic Pro and then I put a poll should I release this track I'll see and then he started talking about like more and shoot എനിക്ക് ചാൻസ് തന്നതാണ് and all that stuff പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ ആ ലൊക്കേഷൻ ആണ് ഞാൻ ആ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്തത് you know what I'm saying ഞാനും BMK ആണ് വണ്ടിയിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് like you know full whatever in the story or whatever and like that is not like something I did like for payment you know and the combination video and like I just want to learn like whatever like you know, whatever happens and stuff, I just keep on learning. Like I just keep on getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really like afraid to say I don't know something. You know, that's just how I am. So at that time, I just want to chill with my friends. And the birthday, like the reminded the birthday, 26th this is like last year February, right? 26th. That's when we went to Modern Redland shoot, and then 27th is my birthday. So I woke up with them like നമ്മളെല്ലാവരും ഒരുമിച്ച് ഒരു ഹോട്ടലിലായിരുന്നു and then we were chilling നമ്മള് അന്നാണ് ഒരു അല്ല അന്ന് വേറെന്തോ ഷൂട്ട് ബേബസിന്റെ ഷൂട്ടാണ് but yeah we were like good friends but അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് it just got like I just like I spazzed on live on like അവൻ എന്നെ block ചെയ്തു like he put this modern stuff and he blocked me so then I got pissed ഞാൻ കുറെ തെറിയൊക്കെ വന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു ലൈവില് and then അത് അവൻ പറഞ്ഞ് അത് അവന്റെ അമ്മ എന്തോ കണ്ടു എന്നൊക്കെ പറയണ്ടായിരുന്നു but I don't know man I don't like ഇത് പിന്നെ നമ്മള് സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോ just like people can say like many things right like,
yeah I mean to be honest with you man I really didn't want to talk about the diss stuff because you guys have sorted it out it's over so I honestly I'm just happy that things are I mean I think you guys are on talking terms right now
that's the thing like you'll never be like the same because especially with ABI like I wouldn't want to meet you but after that also it's like man I don't know bro like
I mean honestly bro you guys were really good together that's something that I have to say because on Chennaiam Karadim you guys really it really looks like you guys are a good group of people to be together and release stuff so I think that's a miss and I was just going to ask you whether that'll ever come back you both doing stuff together
actually I'm pretty much gonna put like I want to show ABI that I really respect him right so what I'm doing is there's an EP I'm working on right now called Mollywood so it has like it's probably gonna end up being an album but I'm probably gonna just put it out like I'm gonna put it out this month right like 5 to 6 tracks. അതില് ഒരു feature ഇല്ലു അത് ABI ആണ്, and that's the first song that we ever did together.
Oh, so it's an old
Like,
track. Okay.
yeah, it's an old track. Um, scene on a track is scene on it. Like ever since we made that track, like other catchy on it. Like we never put it out, but the people who ever heard that is like they've said this is a good track. So yeah, I told him, but the thing is, we had a discussion about this Diamond Soul Bandit because അതിൽ കുറച്ച് jabs ഞാൻ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട് ചില in realist മലയാളിയിൽ, but that is like old music. But I told him, like I've told Nomadic to his face and like video call, and I told ABI like, bro, ഞാൻ already like, because these guys already had disses coming, right? But it doesn't come out like പെട്ടെന്ന് വരില്ല. Like that's the thing. Like they'll put a poster diss, so I'll be like, fuck, these guys are dissing me. ആ സമയത്ത് ഞാൻ മറ്റേ സീനിൽ കുറെ എഴുതി വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. But നമ്മൾ ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് പണി ചെയ്യുന്ന കാരണം നമുക്കും ടൈം വേണം. Like Diamond Soul Bandit was supposed to come out in December, but I was like, I already put too much music out this year. I don't think people are gonna like fluctuate as much as I'm just gotta make them wait at least a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I did it good because that way I got that promotion gap for a whole month. I'm just talking about Diamond Soul Bandit, talking about how deep it is. Man, the trailer out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing moves that no one has ever done before. Like even the diss I'm buying it a savage eye. That's why people don't like me no more. Because they're like, like especially with the rack shit. അതിലൊക്കെ പറയുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ അതൊരു മെയിൻ ഫാക്ടർ ആയിരുന്നു. So like,
yeah, that's definitely a big factor. Yeah, because I was you know, since we are into this anyways, I mean, I think the thing about racks is something I believe why, you know, people thought that's not the right thing to say, because when someone, it's like, you know, kicking someone when, you know, they're down, right? I mean,
but I just like, I don't know. I guess knowing Rax for like a lot of years, like Rax and I guess I know him since like 2007, like 15, 16, you know? But I've never met him before. Like, but we were in the groups together and stuff. But at that time, you keep pulling me because, like, I mean, I was working hard on like Immortal Sangam came out, and then that time people were supporting, right? And then after that, but I don't know. I think because the COVID thing I said, right? Maybe,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it is the COVID thing you said, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's a bar, but I mean, എന്റെ കമ്പനിയാരും പറഞ്ഞു അതിറക്കണ്ട, പക്ഷെ മലയാളി റാപ്പ് വില്ലൻ ആവുമ്പോ വില്ലൻ ആവണം, you know, because like right now I built all those brands for me, so like Rax is gonna be cool, I know it, and I'm happy for him. And as a person, I don't have any hate towards him, right? It's just if I'm gonna be saying something, I'm gonna go hard and say it. Because now I'm not gonna diss. Like, but I'll get in to see that I don't have to diss. I'll say put up money. We can rap battle, you know? Because I already established myself as like people who won't diss me, but they will like. If they do get the courage to do that, then you know it's not like I'm done with the negative shit. That's basically what Diamond Soul Bandit is. It's like basically saying like I'm changing and I'm doing this right now. Tomorrow I'm putting out a video, Good in My Hood, and that me and Kalash did like way back. You know what I'm saying? Like on the first beats, Moftama EP did. I think like one new beat. Baki Alam is like old stuff. So in that is part two. So part one is Believe in Ghost, which is like I'm selling guns at the Pablo Cafe.
Yeah.
And then the second part is this, and then I have I'm gonna have like 3 to 5 parts. And then basically I haven't done it yet, but in the 5th part, the last guy I kill is gonna be me, right? Because he did a second part, and Spin is like Mr. Spin Abhinaykan. Like he's been a friend for a long time. So him, like Lakshman, I don't know, he's the guy who ABI fights in the one of his Mr. Spin's videos, right? Like boxing match, man, wrestling Asanam. So Lakshman shot this, and then I had my friend. So the second basis is like this guy's not giving me the money for the guns he bought, so I kill him. അത് ഞാൻ എഡിറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് ഫ്ലാഷും മറ്റേ ഗൺ എഫക്റ്റ് ഒക്കെ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇനി നാളെ തിരക്കുമ്പോ അറിയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. പക്ഷെ എന്റെ ഫ്രണ്ട്സിന്റെ അടുത്ത് കാണിച്ചു കൊടുത്തപ്പോ അവര് പറഞ്ഞു മൂടാണ്. Because I'm not spending no money for none of this, right? It's just like I have my camera, like this is my camera, like DJI Pocket 2.
Right.
Yeah, built-in gimbal and stuff. So like this is what I use. I bought this and I shot like so many videos on this already. And then part 3 is like my revenge get and come and the friend and I kidnap you. And then part 3 is me like trying to save them and stuff. Part 4, and then when I shoot, I'll put out these separately as music videos, and then I'll take all the footage and make a short film, and I'll add more dubbing scenes. മറ്റേ കഥ മൊത്തം ഒരു at least ഒരു 20 minutes ആക്കും കഥ. സ്പിന്നിന്റെ ഡയലോഗ് ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സിനെ ബിൽഡ് ചെയ്യും കൊല്ലന് മുമ്പ്. So like that is basically after that I'm done with like the gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, some of my bars will have that stuff because that's how I was raised in that environment. But I'm really trying to like better myself. Like the new stuff is more about betterment. Like I have a couple of songs where I'm just like not even cursing or anything about, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to like become like a better version. And I don't know, because I know I could do the gangster rap, but I feel like it's like brainwashing. Like even America, that's what they do. Like I don't know, man. I'm conflicted about this because like it's a way to get money. Because like that's what American labels look for. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like I don't know. If I even talk about this stuff, they probably won't ever sign me because they'll be like, "Oh no, he knows too much." You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, let's not slim your chances of getting signed in.
Yeah, jeopardize. Like that's my plan. Like build a fan base here. Go back to like next year my passport expires, so I got to go back to renew it. And I like my homies are waiting for me because they built a base too. Like I mean, a lot of my friends that were doing music don't do music anymore, but there's a couple of guys that like took it serious just as much as I did, and they're gonna do like they're gonna help me out, get contacts and stuff.
There's one of your friends who's an engineer with Atlantic Records, right?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't sign yet, but he works with like basically he works with Fee Banks, which is Lil Wayne's manager, and he's like friends. He doesn't work. He's like friends with Fee Banks, you know. So he's met like NBA YoungBoy, like Quando Rondo, all these guys that are coming up right now. You know what I'm saying? So like he has connections, and plus I'm good at freestyling, and plus when I get back into the element, because I feel like I'm more of like metaphors. I speak in metaphors, so everything I say is like it has double meanings. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like നമ്മുടെ audience എത്തിയിട്ടില്ല അവിടെ, but it's getting there. Like whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely
like
changing. Yeah, it's definitely changing. People do understand. I mean, now with the way it's progressed. Yeah, I definitely think.
That's how my fans are growing. Because before they'll just be like, because they're not catching. But like, I'm really like, saying like stuff, like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, dude, I really want to take it to the, to the beginning, because I read something where you said that the reason why you are called Ghost is because one of your friends, passed away, and you are like, taking the burden of both of your.
Yeah, that's like there's two. Basically, there's a couple of reasons why it's called Ghost, right? One is because my friend got murdered, right? Like my friend Brian, he got murdered. He was like missing for 3 days, and like they found his body in a lake and stuff. So like that shit really affected me because at that time, like I was going to his house to record. Like he was teaching me like how to use the softwares and stuff. We were smoking at his house and we were just like learning like what to do. Like I really like he was in my coma. Like he was helping me make beats and all that stuff. So when he passed away, I was like, yo, this shit's fucked up. Because before then, I used to be called Our Generation. Like, because my name's Arjun, right? But over there they call me Arjun
Mm-hmm.
because like it's easier for them, and it sounded fresh to me because when I look at it, no one had a name like that. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'll just be Arjun. And then one of my homies in Max class, Mohammed, he was like, bro, like I just asked him, bro, I need a name. Like that's when I really started rapping like seriously, because like I was in Kakana before that. Like, it's like this is my basically. I'm gonna tell you a short story. Like, I was born in Thrissur, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, in the Vitaraka Palakkad and Mara. So when I was 3, I went to America. Then I got in trouble. You know, I was just like fighting and stuff a lot. And then so my parents put me in boarding school in Uti. That didn't work out. I was there for 6 months. That didn't work out. And then I came to Kakana. That's when that's when I was like, okay, this is like rap. Cause like at that school, there was like Ethiopians, Koreans, like people like me, like Americans, Malayalis, and like London Malayalis. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that residential school, right? So and that's where I really fit in. I was like, yo, this is where something's gonna happen. I mean, I have a lot of fun, and then at that time, I was just rapping 50 Cent, Eminem. Like I knew all the lyrics, every song. Like I could rap it just like them. And then my friend was like, "Bro, stop rapping other people's lyrics. Like you write your own stuff."
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that." And then the first rap I ever wrote was battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Nyanam. It was me and my friend. His name is Hapte. He's Ethiopian, right? Hapte's brother Saleh and this other kid Naveen or something, Naveen or something. Uh, they were like it was me and his brother versus 10th versus 8th or something, 9th versus 8th or something. That time I
Mm-hmm.
was in 8th grade, and then that's when I wrote. I went to the internet cafe and I was just like searching how to write rhymes, like what is battle rap, like you know what I'm saying. At that time, I just like heard. I just like listening to the music. I don't really like focus or like I don't care about whatever's going on. I just like hearing like Eminem's like wordplay, whatever he's saying. I just like that stuff. I mean, I don't really go into it, but that day I really went into like, yo, how do you make these words rhyme? And then I wrote like 2 pages. The whole like the school was only 200 kids, right? The
Mm-hmm.
whole school from like LKG to 12, like
Right.
250 kids. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. Allowed to go day. And then I was just like this, and I was just going hard because one dude was fat, so I was just talking about like obesity, like you about to get like obese, morbidly obese is gonna see some shit like that or whatever. And that's my first like people were like, bro, this dude going hard, and like uh this guy failed, like he didn't do like പഠിപ്പാണല്ലോ വലുത്. So this guy didn't get as good marks on the like board exam. Fake test
Like
yeah,
model
he didn't do
exams. Yeah.
yeah, model exam. He didn't do good, and he blamed me. He was like, "This guy bad, just me." So I got like, he got mentally like affected, right? So
Mm-hmm.
then I was like, "Yo, this is it," because like at that before that I didn't really care, and then even people like number juniors I got number to scene but in my mind I was like, that was fun, like because I adrenaline rush him, and then that you don't know because like you don't know what the other guy's gonna say, and you gotta like counterattack that guy, right? So all that shit just made me feel like this is good. And then when he confirmed it, he was like, "I want to man state affect what I said, what I wrote on the paper affected him." So I was like, "Yo, this is it." Because if I can affect him, people in a bad way, I can affect them in a good way too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then the first song I ever made was called Kalaba and Glory. And then I had a live band. We called ourselves, you do the video April, but I don't really tell people about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting till I blow up and I'll be like, yo, I came from nothing, for real. Like, Sondam Band did out like my first ever stage performance. I had a bass guitarist, electric guitar, drummer, singer. Like, you know what I'm saying? We made the whole percussion of the song, and the chords were like something like that. This is story about a color above and glory. And I was just name dropping all the teachers, like been dismissed. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞ് first verse was about teachers, second verse was about my best friends, and then third verse is general for like 10th graders, like a board exam, taking them. Been like Thank God for the food, the shelter. I'm at the scene. Full positive. At that time, there, I didn't know, like, gangster rap wasn't something I did because I wasn't a gangster then. I was just a kid in high school
Mm-hmm.
trying to get girls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just normal, like, kid. So, yeah. And then Pulara Casina, like, and the feeling of being on stage and, like, just feeling that good. And this girl, like, my crush was finally, like, accepted me like, yo, this kid's good. You know what I'm saying? I seen them, I was like, yo, this is it. And then at that same time, I was playing football, like crazy football. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to go pro, right? Like we were playing mad, and then so these two things is what I want to do. I was like, I'm gonna go to America, like join a football club, just train as hard as I can to get some placement in some paying club, right?
So when you
And then
say
I trained.
football, you mean American football, right? Rugby.
No, I mean soccer.
Oh, you mean soccer. Okay, okay. Mm.
Yeah, football, like OG football. Like I play rugby, whatever, but I mean, I'm not big. I wasn't a big person, you know. Yeah, and they little, so I knew I couldn't be like, I don't want to get hurt or whatever. And then I knew that's like it's risky, it's real, like
Yeah.
concussion.
Concussions and all that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not something like I've played a lot of street football, so I know like injuries are keep beating in the United States. I know
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's not something that I want to do. So, I mean, I'm soccer or whatever football is like my favorite sport when I was growing up. Like, and father of like even like he used to work for a hotel, like a mechanical engineer. So
Mm-hmm.
like this is when I was like, 7, whatever, 6, 7. So he used to play. He was like what 40 something playing football for like the clubs and stuff, like total Tamil
Mm-hmm.
competition up and down. So like, yeah, he really inspired me to play, and then we used to play all the time together. Even now sometimes we play table tennis and stuff. But
So
yeah,
yeah,
so
man. So when did you go back to the US? And you talk about Mama didn't raise me, the streets did. And when did all of that happen?
that's the basically, ഞമ്മടെ ഒറ്റയ്ക്കായിരുന്നു in the boarding school, right? From 14. I was like, they put me in Ooty. So that time, because basically my mom raised me like in a bubble, right? Like ഭയങ്കര strict ആണ് പുറത്തു പോവാന് പറ്റില്ല like അതൊക്കെ ഞാൻ മറ്റേ rebel ആയ കാരണമാണ് like because I got restricted so much I was a rebel, right?
Mm-hmm.
From like I used to be bad, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like in LKG and stuff, yeah, I'm at the signature like a 4G. But they used to give like behavior reports and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get in trouble just for talking. Like I used to be really talkative. Like they seen it, especially to girls and stuff. I'd just be talking to them at this, like just talk. Like because I feel like what's life? Even back then, I was questioning religion and all that. Like, Bhajanekya puja down. Like, American Malayalis at La Sunday, first of the month.
Hmm.
That time, they asked us, I'll be questioning, why do you believe in this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Like, why I want to know. I seen it. Adaka andamekeka scene adaka മനസ്സിലായോ?
Yeah.
Even nowadays, like ദൈവഭക്തിയാണ് ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട്. Like Hindus, I don't know. I mean Christians also, but I feel like Hindus are more, especially some are like too much religion, right? And I'm just so different. So what happened was I just was bad. Like ഈ ചെറുപ്പം തന്നെ I started selling stuff like candy
Yeah.
and stuff. Like I used to buy like wholesale. Like first standard, I was just flipping. Like,
Mm-hmm.
cause this is what my friends and stuff. We were listening to rap music back then, and we were like, bro, like let's make
Hustling.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make money. Cause we were, cause I meet them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have buying it advanced on it. So, like, I had my first girlfriend. Like, in first grade, this girl, like, walked up to me. This is, like, first grade, right? Here, and I'm at the cherry pillaran, shower. Pillaru, but I don't know. It's just so different. Like, when I think about whatever happened to me in my life, it's just, like, crazy. Because, like, the one, like, when I was in the 8th grade coming here, I felt like it changed so much. I was like, damn. Like, because അവിടെ തേർഡ് ഗ്രേഡിൽ ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ പിള്ളേർ ഇവിടെ 8th ഗ്രേഡിൽ മറ്റേ സീനാണ്.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just bad, like getting into fights, all that running away from like Hurricane Katrina is when I really got bad. Like that destroyed my house and stuff. Like I was in New Orleans, Asamete, because I told you my dad works in a hotel, right? So he got like we get a room and stuff. So Avadana boy, and then the storm was over. Then the flooding started happening. Upper full scene riots, gunshots. I even saw like a dead body and stuff like floating in the water and stuff. So like this is like 2005. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, too much math. But like I was young, right? So at that time, that really traumatized me. I was probably like 12 or something. But like some of that shit really messed with my head. Like it affected me. And then I went to Baton Rouge and I went to a school there for like 2 months. And then um, I mean the people I just be like I'd be just chilling with more black and Spanish people. You know what I'm saying? Like uh, so അങ്ങനെ എൻ്റെ vibe മാറിക്കൊണ്ടിരുന്നു. And then when I went back to America, like 17, I passed the board exam because like ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് they tricked me into thinking because I had a case and stuff when I was 14, right? Met the accidental case and that, like I got in a fight and stuff. So I did drop by cases, but my parents didn't tell me I dropped by. So they made me think that I was on this case and then ഞാൻ board exam because I had to go like ഞാൻ tourist visa ലൊക്കെ വന്നു. So ഇടയ്ക്ക് എനിക്ക് സ്റ്റേഷനിലൊക്കെ പോകേണ്ടി വന്നു. They made me believe that I was still like മറ്റേ സീനാണ് ഈ ബോർഡ് എക്സാം എഴുതിയിട്ടേ എനിക്ക് തിരിച്ചു പോകാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. അവര് മാർക്കൊക്കെ നോക്കും ആ സീൻ. Like, bro, that's why I'm like, cause that's why I don't be trusting my mom at all no more. But funded, like yeah, bro, like no, like bullshit. And I passed. I got like 75 for ICSE board exam, right? Now I went back to America, and then at that time all my grades converted to A plus. So I was like top 5 in the school, and I wasn't doing nothing. Like I was just going to school, like minding my own business and stuff. And then I met this black dude, and he was like, let's battle rap on Facebook and stuff. And we'll let the kids decide at lunch who's better. So I was like, cool. Me and him started battle, like mad savage shit, like online. And then me and him became like best friends. That's why I always thought the battle rap, I thought it would be okay. Because like I've been battle rapping all my life, basically.
Yeah.
So it's just something that brings memories from like good old days. So that's why I'm really like, okay, if you're ready, let's go. But like I seen in there my friends at that time smoking weed and stuff. So at first I didn't want to smoke, right? I was like against drugs really because I was on the soccer football stuff. So I was like, dude, I have to be healthy. Like, no, I don't want to use drugs. And then we did no ration for the like because I used to get mad. So like you know, my parents be like in my room and they'd be like whenever I go to school, at that time I was bad, but not really like illegally, you know what I'm saying? But like അവര് വന്ന് റൂമൊക്കെ ചെക്ക് ചെയ്ത് കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ വേറെ സ്ഥലത്തൊക്കെ വെക്കും. അപ്പൊ എനിക്ക് പൊളി. Like when I come I just like at that time how I was recording was I used to record the video on my phone, extract the audio, then put the audio into the program, then put another double layer of audio. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയായിരുന്നു ഞാൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So I had like everything like in a position, right? So I got pissed off, they kicked me out, and then I went like my friend Garrett, he's in jail right now, right? But like I grew up with them like since 3rd grade. So I was like, bro, I need to smoke. Like or whatever. They were gonna get some weed or whatever. That was the first time I ever smoked. But really what they say is when you first smoke you don't get really high. Like you don't know what high is, right? About that same time, my friend from LKG, like he was like my big brother type stuff from then. He like was driving around the road and he said, "Oh, yeah, bro." And he's the guy who told everyone I died, right? Like there's 3 reasons that I was ghost, right?
So you were
one is
missing.
because
You were missing in the US for a long time, and then your friend says that he
years
died.
I've
Yeah.
gone, because I just disappeared. Because of the case, and then like Assam, the 1 week I was gone. Like as in I didn't get time to say bye. Like I had that time I was like player and shit. So I and Kiko chicks at that time, like what, seventh, eighth grade. Like I was in the middle of eighth grade. And then I just said bye to them. Like I went to school one day and I made everyone sign my t-shirt and stuff. And I just said bye to them, like I'm gonna miss you, whatever. And then I just left. And I did reconnect with most of them when I did get back, but what changed me in the rap was the weed for sure. Like I'm not really like, I mean it's a drug, whatever. I'm not trying to like promote it, but it really like helped me to work. Like I know some people smoke weed and just like go to sleep, but I'm different. Like that, it just makes me so creative. Like the first day I really got high with this guy. We smoked Pineapple Express, which is like
From the movie. Yeah.
yeah, before the movie, bro.
Oh, okay.
Before the movie came out, like, cause this is a major strand in America. Like right now, there's like a billion strands probably, but this is when like it's still illegal, but they still make medical marijuana. Like medical marijuana is just coming through the door. Like
Yeah.
Asame Taino, Pineapple Express. I don't know, but I smoked this, and I went home. I was just writing pages and pages of lyrics. Like, I'm not even reading the lyrics and just write. I can't stop writing. Then I woke up in the morning, I read it, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna smoke weed from now on. And then I just started. And then that time, dude, weed is expensive. So at first I was like, yeah, at that, I was like in 11th grade, right? So I didn't really want to get a job because I figured like I couldn't do everything that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And my parents are not really like, we're average. We're not rich, no poor. So what I did was I started selling fried rice in school.
Wow.
So like, yeah, because I had this Chinese friend in my max class, and his parents owned a restaurant. So I buy like a huge box of fried rice for like $5, right? And then I'd sell like a plate for $2. But my main thing is I'd let the people take as much as they want because I'd give them a deal. I'll be like, make sure everyone eats though.
So customer
You know,
satisfaction was always,
yeah,
yeah.
there's always, and I was selling in ROTC, which is like a building for cadets. Like from high school, all those years they get trained as to go straight into the army, like right after they finish high school, or straight to like a post, whatever. So I was in that building because I knew they work out all the time. I mean, they have a gym in the building, right? So, and I had all my main friend who was battle rapping me was in RTC, and I had this Vietnamese friend who was beatboxing. So we do this thing like every time school, like the bell, like the next class before the next class, we'd be out in the hall. He'd be beatboxing, I'd just be rapping. So I have other rappers come and like they'll be freestyling. Then I started to like battling in the school, like high school, and that's still on YouTube, like one video, right? Like Bonneville High School battle or something like that. But like I only show it to like some select few of my like if you're my friend for a long time and we're not doing anything one day, I'll be like, yo, check this out. Like
Yeah.
it's just something I'm gonna post later on because like I could have posted it during the beef and been like, yo, I've been battling. It's not nothing I'm doing for clout. Like once I famous out on beef, like it's just part of the culture to me, you know.
Yeah. I totally get where you're coming from, but it's just that, here things are very different. And for people to get you to relate to you, dude, you have such a different life that most of us have probably just seen in the movies. Like when you talk about, doing stuff like this, like, going to selling stuff from a young age, like we don't do that. Like, even I was born and raised in the Gulf, right? But it's very much like a different India itself. It's the culture is different, so people probably don't get it when they don't relate to what you're trying to say. Probably, when you start rapping.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Like recently, I'm thinking about that like a ton. Like, cause even like, say even Nomadic hits me up like after the beef, and he's like ghosted and the part of the night and relate ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റണം ഒരു catchy song and like അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയാലേ നടക്കുള്ളൂ. But I feel like uh, the fans that are sticking with me are sticking because like at first it was this Malayalam Malayalam accent but now they want that, you know what I'm saying? Because so many rappers in the game വന്നു ഇപ്പൊ and I feel like most of them are similar. Like കുറച്ച് difference like because a lot of people send me music all the time, and I do check it out. And right recently, I try not to be as harsh because I'm not trying to make more enemies. And I figure like people that don't have the same mind as me. Because if so, I would want someone to tell me honestly, like, if you don't like it, just say it. You know what I'm saying? Because even if it's negative comment, yeah, they're stupid. But like, cause it's not like if a what some like most people like that song. And the video was lit, right? Like, and Javanda the cherry
Yeah.
like a boy cheated. But like, I figure like if I wasn't beefing, it would be more lit because everyone would be like my friend and they'll come see me in Savannah or whatever. But like, I can't rewrite the past, and I'm not the person to like regret because I haven't done anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay. So what? I said something in the lyric. So what? Like, you know what I'm saying? That just gotta make you work harder to like. All right, it goes to saying this. Like, I gotta say like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even that, like, cause before I diss tracks, actually, I didn't really diss tracks. Okay, I was just saying I was dissing them, and I was like wishing COVID. Like, I hope you get COVID right, because for your tasteless rhymes, because that's a bar like taste. You don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
taste, right? For your taste, because like these guys were going saying like I don't know. There's a lot of inner shit that happened that I don't really want to like give people. Like if I say that shit, it just get more escalated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not giving them the pleasure anymore because Atlantir, and I don't want my career to be like even met the beefy the done not like because I feel like most people are comparing me to Hemingway now. It's like I'm
Mm.
independent, like I'm just doing what I do and just like
Yeah.
keep on putting out. And like I love it and even the people that are like not supporting. That's why I really like because even like നമ്മൾ രണ്ട് സൈഡായി ലൈക്ക് അവരൊരു സൈഡ് അവരുടെ സൈഡ് പക്ഷെ എൻ്റെ സൈഡ് ആയാലും പയ്യെ guys were like, you know, avoiding me or whatever, as if like, ഞാൻ അവര് എന്തോ ചെയ്ത്. So in the end of the day, I was just like, fuck it, whoever's gonna stay with me is gonna stay with me. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it by myself. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like 6 years ago, whatever, 2013, there was like no one rapping, like only a giant and like um
Street
Street Academy.
academics. Yeah.
That's it. And then I and like stuff like that too. Like I try to have no beef with him, but just because like he was like I've known him longer than Nomadic. He even came to my house and stuff like way back before people even was like tuning into the rap scene. But like അവനും മറ്റേ എന്തോ എന്റെ പോസ്റ്റ് എന്തോ അവൻ എന്തോ എന്നെ പറ്റി കളിയാക്കണ്ടായിരുന്നു. So I just felt like if you want beef too, let's go. You know what I'm saying? ആ സമയത്ത് ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, don't make fun of me behind my back. Say it in my face. It's like people know you to be OG, right? Let's see how far that goes. Like I said, that's at that time and all, I had no like mercy because like I know this was good for me as well because like okay, I lost some friends or whatever, but it's all stuff I can rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like when I make it to a higher level, I could just go and I have things to bring to the table as an apology. Like, yo, bro, I'm shooting videos, I'm editing, and like we're about to start a web series with Duden and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
like I'm about to go to Bangalore, get shows lined up, you know, get income flowing. So that way I could just like start the immortals only fashion stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it'd be nice for people to support, but can't really like
But
make you really support them.
yeah, but I mean, I think when you had come out with that letter to Malayalam rappers or Malayalam hip
Yeah,
hop, you'd come out with the
yeah,
track, right? Like, I think people kind of, I mean, if you look at it from one side, I think people really forgave whatever happened in the past, and it's
yeah,
like,
they
you know, you
did.
guys
It's
just
done.
one community. So,
Like no
I
one talks
yeah,
about the beef no more because it's done. And
yeah.
like Letter to Malayalam Rap was the last song I like wrote. Like what happened was I wrote Realist Malayali, and then one day I was just feeling like, man, like I took it too far Because like, I'm a realization like, that's just
Yeah.
crazy. Like, because I don't care about the enemies at that time. If you're my enemy, I don't give a shit. But and there's on the friends who were like avoiding me. Like as if,
Mm.
like I said, like I did them wrong. That really hurt me a lot because I always was support. Like the thing about me, I give knowledge to everyone. Like I'll teach you how to record. I'll teach you how to, do the music. Like if you come to my house and you're interested or you want to make a song, I'll do it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready if you're good, like if I feel like you have potential, I'll always like, hit you up to chill. So these were people that I always was chilling with for years. And then all of a sudden it's like, Yana Virendo Chida Mighty, or like I brought this negativity Mariana. Like it's not that big of a deal though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like love with him. I was like, okay, one of your friends is crazy. What's wrong in that? You know what I'm saying? If he's saying fuck that dude, you gotta say that too. Like otherwise, you know what I'm saying? I'm not asking you to say that, but like I don't know, man. It just went to the point like I got depressed, like from it, like because I feel like no matter how much work I do, I'll always be in that position. That's what I felt like at that time. So
Mhm.
once I put out Letter to Malayan Rap, I felt good because like
Yeah.
when I did the song Yanere Palikuram at the Records Boys, like I know them for a while, so I went there, I freestyled, and I put that video, and that video went like people love that shit freestyle when it goes back and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like I can give them two sides. Like I built my brand, so like whatever people because whoever I see in net you know what I'm saying? It's not like dangerous for me to move. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Mhm.
like America. This ain't. That's why I always be laughing at this shit. Like, you really think this is beef? Because it's not like I don't think one side because normally if they do something, people the fans itself will be like, bro, beef. Look at these nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But like that's why I was like trying to set up boxing match shit, freestyle. Like spicy in that man.
Yeah, like Logan Paul and stuff, huh?
Yeah, yeah. That's like a blueprint for what we can do because like we none of that stuff has been done here. So
Yeah.
even like my videos, like I really put story into them, like Malayali trap god, street knowledge and all. Like അതില് കഥയുണ്ട് മനസ്സിലായോ in street knowledge and stuff. നമ്മൾ on the spot. That's the time I named BMK One Take Gods
Mm.
because at that time the way we worked was just like amazing. No story, no script. I'm just making the story on the way. ബാക്കി even edit ചെയ്തിട്ട് നമ്മ കഥ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുകയാണ്. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
All on the spot. You know. So I feel like I'm bringing something fresh to the game. So no matter what goes on, I'll be there. Like I've already established like Dope Boy Ghost, once like Malayali rap villain, Malayali trap god, once like I'm gonna young brands and daki.
Yeah.
So yeah, the rest is like what you bring to the table. No one will like you know what I'm saying? It's not like I know these are not my childhood friends, right? So it won't no matter what, like especially like Pativium, Kalamanaya, I'm only really close to like Agni and KV and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So we still make music. We still like I had a song with Rags, and I was gonna remix one of his songs with the one he's singing and stuff. Like we
Mhm.
already like everything was done. So like the one song he has with me or like it was for Immortal Sangam Deluxe. So Adilavin Nomadic in it is son of the months like but
Mhm.
now it's like and then after that I put Malayali rap villain and then he had messaged me and said I'm not cool with putting out that track since you
Mhm.
dissed me. So I was like, yeah man, take care. And then like he got into his own professional and stuff, right? So yeah, I mean, uh, and I don't know, man. It's not really like it doesn't affect me, but it could have been better. Like I guess, I mean, I'm still gonna like put this Mollywood out, which is mostly Malayalam,
Mhm.
and I'm only put ABI as the feature. So അതാകുമ്പോ തന്നെ പിള്ളേരെ Tesino, Chennai, because they want that. The
Yeah.
fan, like I told ABI, just put your differences aside. Like he feels like നമ്മൾ രണ്ടുപേരും വേറെ creative difference on it, but that's good. Like I told him, like because of our creative difference, we can make such good music without kashtapadanda. Like it just comes out like easily. And I was like, if me and you were the same, it won't be. What's the
Yeah.
difference? What is the difference between me and you? Like that's what makes us who we are.
Yeah.
But he's not understanding that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really blaming him, but I feel like I know what I'm doing, and I'm doing everything by myself for a long time. So now it's like I'm putting out so many videos now. So like that's something I didn't have before. Like even in other tracks, I say it remain the same. I say like I don't got money for videos. I don't got it like that. So I'm gonna spend time. So now it's like I'm just learning. I have one like PC open with the YouTube tutorials, and I'm on my book just watching and just doing it. So now it's getting better to the point people are like, "No, I don't edit either." You know what I'm saying? So like that's just like one man army now. I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like I have a couple of guys to shoot my video. Not really hard with the small camera, you know. Other than them, like they focus here, downloading. But yeah, and then my friends are like learning. Like I'm really like giving people like stuff. Like we're gonna build like a whole empire. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like see this ice stuff and all. Like I'm really like gonna get into that business as well as the caps, as well as the clothing. You know, like I really intend to make my mark. Like
Yeah.
not on just rappers, but on the entire civilization. Because like I have like I need to get rich to save the world is what I feel like. So once I get rich, I have like ideas which we could benefit off. Like you know, I believe in like hemp. I'm pretty sure you know hemp, right?
Yeah.
So with hemp, we can really, if we just grow hemp, it's gonna be like the best thing for the world. Cause
Yeah.
like, build the
You can do
biodegradable
everything with hemp. Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
everything. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's
money,
like one of the things you talked about where, the government kind of suppresses it so that the other industries can, grow and,
right?
things can happen, right? But yeah, man, I mean, I want to ask you this. You had shot a video, I think Pettuinte video ആയിരുന്നു തോന്നുന്നു, you spent a lot of money and you shot with a
Mm.
red camera or something?
Red to and fuck both videos.
Yeah, so I mean, when you spend like, let's say, I don't know if it was 1 lakh or more, but let's say when you spend so much money on a video, what is your vision of, how do you reap the benefits of that amount of money that you put into such a small game? Like this is a very small game at the moment, right? So how do you look at,
Right.
is it like a long-term thing or?
You see, I would tell you straight up, bro. Like I've never been able to spend money like that because I never had it. You know what I'm saying? And even if I get that much money, I'll just buy like equipment. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I bought my MacBook, I bought my mic and stuff. So like, and when I put out Fuck, which is like probably 2 years ago, there wasn't even as much of a game because like my first video, 2016, Realm and Triple, right? And that video would have gone viral if they didn't private it, you know. But basically, from 2016, everything I put out up until like Corona, right? It's not my like it's not my idea. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck is that's not my script. Like my script was completely different. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even meet the girl until the morning of the video shoot. You know what I'm saying? The location, whatever. Like all these guys handle everything, expense, whatever. Like I think I put like uh 50% of what they did because I make the music. Well, so I don't, so my share is that much. And like, since I own the company too, but they handle everything else, like the expense, because it was just like 50K for the camera itself. So I'm telling you, at that time they were like telling me, like, bro, Ilam Shariabo, like, you've done it, like, because they believed in me, and I feel like the music is ahead of its time, because like, especially Fuck, even though it's like the song's name is Fuck, but like the alliteration, like I have like real like alliteration. Like the first verse is F, the second verse is U, the third verse is C, is K. Like I have like each letter alliterated, and it spells out fuck. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, that's just something that was creative, and the video wasn't really supposed to be like that. But he was like, Bamba was the main guy that handled all the art, handled everything and stuff. So Pettu and Fuck were his projects, right? I just basically showed up, and then
Hmm.
like I didn't even have to rap for that. He just like for Fuck, he was like just act like you don't care, and then for Pettu, just act sad. അപ്പം പെട്ടുടെ ദിവസം ഞാൻ പനി പിടിച്ചിട്ടാ ഷൂട്ടിൽ പോയത്. So it wasn't really hard for me to act sad because ഞാൻ പനി പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, പനി പിടിച്ച്, and then those were his ideas. And then after that, I didn't like. After that is when I met like I actually met BMK before I was gonna shoot Fuck, but I couldn't jump out like because I could have shot like 10 videos of BMK with the same amount of money and it would have been lit, and I could have put my idea. And like BMK's lit himself, you know what I'm saying? So like I mean I went to talented, but at that time I just trusted them because they were like "Ellam shariyaum, bro," you know what I'm saying? So like, and they're investing as more money as me, so I believe them because one of those guys sold his house to put money for the videos.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Alane. So I just like trusted in them because they trusted in me. So Alane activity way because if I did what I wanted to do from like because 3 years I didn't release music. That's why I'm putting out so much music. Like from 2016 to 19, they didn't let me release music until like I was until 2019. I released Forbidden Forest. That was my debut album. And then 2020, I put out my second album, and now I have like 4 albums.
So you were part of the label from 2016?
Yeah, like we registered the company in 2017.
So I mean, why would you not put music out for 3 years when you're part of the label? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me.
No, they just wanted. It was like, see, right now I can put out music so easily because I'm the only person who really like has a final say, right?
You call the shots,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I call all the shots. I could put out whenever I want, whatever the fuck I want. If I want to drop 5 videos this week, I could do that. You know, because I have all the content. I just have to work. I just have to edit. Like, and I don't want to put that much hard labor on me. Because I'm like every day I read about like new stuff. So I take time. Like I said, I'm doing everything. So I just take a little amount of time each day to finish all my tasks. Right. So at that time they were handling everything. The editing took like fucking 6 months and shit. Like I'm sitting here waiting and the വീട്ടുകാരൊക്കെ മറ്റേ സീനിൽ ചോദിക്കും uncle like my uncle's really invested in this. So like he was giving money to them too. Like അവരൊക്കെ കടം അങ്കിളുടെ ചോദിച്ചു മേടിക്കുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. And uncle is only telling me after like ഉടക്കായിരുന്നു. It was to a point where like these guys weren't giving me. This is right before like I started dropping all that music. Like they weren't giving me the distro kit. Like I was like അവര് പിടിച്ചോണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന അവര് മറ്റേ നമ്മള് നീ നമുക്ക് പാട്ടയച്ച നമ്മളത് കേട്ടിട്ട് അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്യാനൊക്കെ. So I was like, like I got pissed off, bro. I'm not like that's my livelihood. I'm working so hard. Like, why are you guys paying $25 a year and I'm not putting out music on DistroKid? What is the point? Like, we gotta make money. Like, at least from DistroKid, we don't gotta wait until we get 1,000 subs. We can just make money off. Like, one stream is nothing. It's shit. But like, that shit will keep on adding if I keep on putting out music.
Yeah,
right?
Over a period of 4 years, 5 years, it adds up to a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I made $250 in quarantine just from Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though my YouTube or my Insta isn't as doing it, like it's not. I don't know. Algorithm in Insta is like fucking.
Yeah, man, it changes every day. Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong. At one point, I was doing really good, dude, and then it's just like my video. Like, okay, when I post a picture, it's all right, but videos are not like. I don't know. This recently, 2 days ago.
I think now it's all about the reels. I think even with IGTV, if you look at even at my stuff, if you look at it, it's like 10 times less than what it used to be. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but I think they are pushing reels more than they push IGTV or any of your posts or stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, it's
So,
I mean,
yeah,
people
just
like you,
focused
it's really dependent. Your livelihood depends on that, so it definitely
Right,
matters.
and especially when I don't like I can't really complain on the support, I guess, but I feel like if more people did, like if bigger names did support me, like I'd be going at a faster rate because the stuff I put out is completely different. Because I've seen like whatever comes out has come out before in a different format. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like everyone because like you said, they've been raised in a different environment, different life, and then the life I lived, I have really enough rhymes for like ages to come, like because I feel like none of these artists are putting out as much music because they can. അവർക്ക് അത്രയും content ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ ഒരു task ആണല്ലോ. Like a lot of younger rappers also ask me like, bro, how do you like come up with so much content? Like, എനിക്കൊരു content പറഞ്ഞു തരുമോ? You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, I mean, I don't go intentionally. Like, I only have one song. Like, I had one song on the album, which is called Alexandria. I didn't put it on the album because it was like too close to my heart. But it's a story about this girl who got raped and stuff. So like I put it in like story format. Like the song is like 5 minutes, but it's like like I put it's in English and it's like when you hear that story, I'll take you to that place. You know what I'm saying? So I pushed that song. I didn't put it on the album. I'm just gonna put it like because Nyana ABIM 2019, the beginning of it, we were just freestyling on recording on my friend's phone. And other day, I have the recording on my drive, I guess. I have to look for it. But other day, one of my friends giving topics. So one topic, I was like Paranagaka, like bro, topic and that. So he's like rape, and I'm like rape, and then I'll be like rape. See, and so I was like, I'm gonna tell you a story about rape. And then I'm freestyling the story, right? So at that time, I can't go into the details as much because it's a freestyle. Of course, I'm not gonna be like trying to rhyme everything and like seeing that. I went like I don't know, a couple bars, and I'll be just like, shit, this is crazy, man. And I was like, this is a true story, bro. One day I'm gonna put in a song. So when the song comes out, I'm gonna have the freestyle. I'm gonna have the song, and then in the end, I'll have a vlog explaining like, because this girl, I lost my virginity to this girl, right? But she got like basically the story is she got raped in 6th grade, but
So
I
this
didn't
is
know.
a real story that that happened to someone you know?
Yeah.
Oh
like this
man.
girl I dated.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
and I put it like I told her like basically the story starts off like in 6th grade, right? This happened during Hurricane Katrina. Like Hurricane Katrina വന്നിട്ട് എല്ലാവരും മറ്റേ ട്രെയിലർ പാർക്ക് മാതിരി ഇതുണ്ടാവുമല്ലോ because the house is getting renovated. So ആ സമയത്താണ് ഈ കഥ നടക്കുന്നത്. But at that time I don't know her. Like I met her like in 11th grade. Like when I came back from India is when I met her. And then so basically in the story, her part comes first. Like 6th grade, whatever, she gets raped, and then the people that raped her get arrested. Like 3 guys raped her, right? So they get arrested and they have the video in the courtroom and stuff. Like they took video for like they videotaped the whole thing, right? അതൊക്കെ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. And then these 5 to 6 years later, they get released, and they get released to the same school she was in. So she transfers to the school I was going to, and that's how I met her. And then me and her became like I started dating. Like she took my virginity, but I didn't tell her I was a virgin or whatever, you know. So അതൊക്കെ ഞാൻ പാട്ടിൽ പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. Like I didn't have confidence. അതൊക്കെ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. Like she kept on calling me to her house, but I didn't have confidence, so I didn't go back then. And one night I gave in. അങ്ങനത്തെ സീനൊക്കെ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. And like and it just ends off. Basically, she's telling me the story like we're having sex, and then she just get a flashback and she's telling me the story, right? Appa, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna write a song for you. She said that she loves me and kissed me on the cheek, and she turned around to go cheat, right? So like she cheated on me, right? Appa, I thought I was in love with her, but I was feeling guilty. Like I was feeling like guilty because I wanted to like protect her, like because she went through my shit, but she was cheating on me. Once like she was putting me in a bad position, like really testing my love or whatever. And then I said, again, I just let it like go. So I just, in the end, I say it's 2020, and she got a daughter now. The world's fucked up, but I can't say we better off or something like that. But I hope it don't happen to her. And then like this story has happened to a couple girls I met, like in a different ways, like not like uncle and this, like you know what I'm saying? It's common. Like I've really heard so much shit. It's not like like everyone is really getting raped for real.
Dude, like,
Aslinlane.
I mean, dude, you have to, talk about these stories, man. I mean, dude, it's just heartbreaking, but at the same time, like, I think,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the thing. That it's heartbreaking for sure. Cause like Nani Parte, and then Georgiana. Yeah, I don't know if you know her.
yeah,
She did song with API
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff too.
Mm.
So Georgiana, I sent it to her, and I've had her like the painfully ആയിട്ട് vocals back കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. So I haven't opened the song in like months because I've done it. I did it like months ago, and I've had like the beef was over, and I asked ABI if I could use the vocal like അതായത് അവന്റെ vocal ഒന്നും കുറവാണ്, but it's like he says scenes ആണ് മച്ചാൻ എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുന്ന സാധനമുണ്ട്. So he was like, I asked him, like the beef was over. The next day, I was like, I'm gonna put like this out, like because ആ സമയത്ത് ആ റേപ്പിന്റെ സീനൊക്കെ നടക്കുക.
Mm.
Like I mean ഇടയ്ക്ക് വന്ന് പോകുന്ന സീനായിട്ട് എനിക്ക്
Yeah,
തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്.
yeah.
But ഇടയ്ക്ക് it becomes like I feel like that's how it is. Like someone sees like ഭയങ്കര ഒരു ഹാർട്ട് ബ്രേക്കിംഗ് മറ്റേ സാവേജ് ഒരു സാധനമൊക്കെ നടക്കുമ്പോ ഒരു ആഴ്ച രണ്ടാഴ്ച അതിനെ പറ്റി ആൾക്കാർ സംസാരിക്കും. So I was gonna release that song and then the rape happened. So I was like, I don't want to like make I don't want it to look like ഞാൻ ഇത് benefit ചെയ്തിട്ട്
Yeah, yeah,
പറയാണ്.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like I don't want to use that to propel my music. So I just let it go, and then I didn't want to pull it on the album because I felt like ആൽബത്തിൽ ചിലപ്പോൾ 14 ട്രാക്ക് ആൽബം 15 ട്രാക്ക് ആൽബത്തിൽ ഈ ട്രാക്ക് ചിലപ്പോൾ വിട്ടുപോകാൻ ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna make a lyric video for it, and I'll just put it out like soon, I guess.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think these stories are what people want to listen to. I mean, I definitely want to listen to these. I mean, I think you've had the reason probably why you are able to release a lot of content is because you have a lot of stuff that's happened in your life in, the short span of, the life you've had.
Mm-hmm.
I think that definitely makes for, more content, right? So, and you're obviously
Yeah,
hustling
for
and,
sure.
putting out all these tracks, but yeah, man, I mean, like I hope I mean, honestly, after hearing all this, I really hope that people get to understand you better, where you're coming from. And
That's what these interviews are like.
no, bro, I
I
mean,
always say,
that,
I
like,
always figured like when
yeah.
people when I was doing the live, right? I
Hmm.
figured more people resonated with me because people like interviews on a like finally it's just about selling music, right? But it's not. You gotta sell everything. You gotta sell a whole brand on Slayer. Without doing that, it's not gonna be. Otherwise, you gotta be lucky and have a whole team
Yeah.
behind you. Like you know what I'm saying? Someone to market your music, someone to promote it, someone to that way you could just focus on the creativity. But right now, I feel like everything is creativity. Like even editing videos,
Yeah.
like mixing, even that's creative. Like you know what I'm saying? So it takes time, and I'm just showing people like you don't need anyone because like if you want to get inspired by anyone, I feel like I'm the best person to be that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like my story has been struggle. I've like been in like life or death situations. You know what I'm saying? Like not even because I wanted to be there, just some shit happened and I was just like there and I fucked up. You know, because like half my life was me fucking up and realizing like
Hmm.
this is not like I'm not gonna be alive much longer. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I just took the ghost name, and I was just like at that time I was just really like the one reason was my friend, and then the second reason is like I was just like a ghost. Like I would I was kind of like really bad, bro. Like the cops would be outside my house and shit, like, waiting for me. Like buying a sketchaki, like the whole neighborhood and stuff. Like I made it hot because I was
No, I
like
mean, why were the cops, on the lookout for
because
you?
I was selling. I was like, I had like the best weed in town and shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like, like really like cartel shit.
Hmm.
Like no, like I took the game to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I read it like Indian kid. I was used to be like
Yeah, you
calling out
probably don't
bitches.
see Indian kids doing stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Yeah.
everyone Indian kid I know there is a nerd. Like for real. Like I'm particularly animal shit. I mean, there it's so easy to pass, but I never had a trouble like studies. But I feel like അവിടെ നമ്മുടെ culture അതാണല്ലോ പഠിക്കുക പഠിച്ച് വലുതാവുക ഡോക്ടർ ആവുക എഞ്ചിനീയർ നല്ല ഒരു സൊസൈറ്റിയിൽ ഒരു മെമ്പർ ആവുക. നമുക്കങ്ങനെ I never felt like that. Like, fuck, I just want to be like, I didn't know what I wanted to do for the longest time. That's why I never took rap serious. Like, even 2016, like when I came here 2013, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this rap stuff. But that one up, I was like, yo, this is not what I pictured. Like, and if I did push myself like I did now, then I would be on like a whole new level. But I just had like tons of money, and I was like young. I was like 20 with like, like 1 lakh, 2 lakh on me. And I just had like all the shit I made, and I was working jobs too, not just hustling. Like I was working in a country club as like a bus boy,
Yeah.
and then I was doing overnight stocks at like, so basically I had like at one point I was doing 3 jobs, and like at a weekend I'll do this dog cleaning and the company. I'm like casual in there. So they'll pay me like $50 a day or something.
Yeah.
So I just like hustle anything, anywhere I go, just be hustling. I'm at the sea night, and then when I came here, I studied sound engineering at NHQ,
Okay.
Voice headquarters. So I was like the first student there.
Okay.
Like I'm the one who made it free for all the students because they used to charge me, and I was ആദ്യത്തെ പൈസ ഞാനാ കൊടുത്ത അവിടെ. Like I was the first recording. I recorded Slow Burning Evidence by a track. And then I joined there, and then I kept on like, as like I do now, I just be recording all the time. Like because I got a professional studio and all these guys are ready. So I just like keep on recording. Up and then at the bill digital. Once I was like, so I was like, I looked at the bill and I just put it down. It's like, isn't that I'm bit once I was like, because ആ സമയത്ത് ഞാൻ മാത്രമേ ഫീസ് കൊടുത്തുള്ളൂ. Like I was the only student who gave all the fees, like ഒറ്റടിക്ക്.
So where is this? Where is NHQ in Kochi?
Panampally.
Panampally, okay.
Yeah, കുറച്ച് ഫേമസ് സ്റ്റുഡിയോ ആണ്. Like cinema recording ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ട് അവിടെ.
So is it like a proper course that you have, that there's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Diploma. 2 years. It took me 4 years because I went to New Zealand in the middle of that.
Right.
So basically, I was like I'm the only basically ആ ഫീസ് കൊടുത്ത കാരണം ഡാക്ടർ ഞാൻ learning ചെയ്ത സ്കീമായിരുന്നു. Like 2 ലക്ഷം just like വീട്ടുകാർ ഒറ്റടി കൊടുത്തു because they were like at least അവന് പഠിക്കാൻ like ആ സമയത്ത് I had like so many cases and stuff, bro. Like no joke.
But now, if you go back now to the US, it's all cool, right?
Yeah, because they have this statute of limitations. That means five years.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So right. you have stayed away for 5 years now, more than 5 years now, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm coming at every like the thing about going back. Like once I go back, I'm pretty much good because I'm a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like as in American standards, whatever vibe. What freestyle?
Yeah, man. I mean, freestyle. Yeah. I gotta give it to you, man. I mean, you really have a lot of skill. There's no doubt about that. Hands down, you're one of the best in the game. Like, there's no doubt about that. Yeah.
Thank you, man. But, yeah, I pride myself, especially nowadays. People call me freestyle Devon, freestyle God, and stuff. So I just feel like, because I know I can compete with like rappers that are already legends or like come whatever. But at the scene, I think Onaka. So
yeah,
and I could do much more things I can't do here, like location wise. Even it's like here getting girls is kind of like tough, especially Kerala video. Like I don't know, for fuck video and pet 2 is like $10,000 model and once that. Only because they plan this shit. Like that's why, like earlier you asked me that question, like what is the like? If it was me, I wouldn't do that shit. Like 10,000 shit. Once I won't pay no girl to come. Like either they come for free because girl mutton chipper. At that time, I had like girlfriends and stuff. So like I had 2 girlfriends throughout the shoot. Like the shoot type way. The shoot was only 3 days, right? But these guys extended a gap. Like it was like 1 shoot and then 5 months later. So like I had a chick in the beginning and then I broke up with her and I had a different chick. So I put like her friends, everyone in that video.
Okay.
Like free, like no just the vaccine. And then yeah, that's how I really operate. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all about like vibes. Like if like okay, I don't mean if I had the money, I could pay, right? So, but right now, I feel like it's not a good investment for that stuff because you don't really need that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like everyone is addicted to like kore karu and kore dances. So that's just like generic though. Like you know what I'm saying? Every loud of the GMO is not something that like it just requires money that's and time. Like you just
Mm.
set a date, you just pay these much people, and they just come, and then boom. But like, I mean, it looks good. It's like nice and all. Namada natle, it's growing, right? But I feel like what I'm doing is like no budget, no planning, just like showing up and like giving people like, okay, need to see it. Like, and then tomorrow's video is like നമ്മൾ മറ്റേ വണ്ടിയിലൊക്കെ വന്ന് വണ്ടിന്ന് ഇറങ്ങിയിട്ട് മറ്റേ കൊല്ലനെ സീനിന്റെ ബാക്കിൽ മറ്റേ കൊക്കേനൊക്കെ വെട്ടി മറ്റേ സീനൊക്കെ like സ്പിന്നിനൊക്കെ പറത്തി വിട്ടിട്ട് and then and this is fun to shoot. It's not like
Yeah.
normal fun. Like yesterday I shot a music video in Adidas mate Lulule. Like
Mm-hmm.
no one is gonna do that. Like you can't even shoot in there, it's against the rules.
Mm-hmm.
മോളിലൊന്നും ഷൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പാടില്ല നമ്മൾ നേരെ എൻ്റെ കമ്പനി അവിടെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്
Okay.
എൻ്റെ ഫ്രണ്ടിന്റെ ഫ്രണ്ട് സോ വി ജസ്റ്റ് വെന്റ് ദേർ മാനേജർ ചായ കുടിക്കാൻ ഇറങ്ങിയ ഗ്യാപ്പിൽ നേരെ ജാക്കറ്റ് ഒക്കെ ഇട്ട് മനസ്സിലായി പെട്ടെന്ന് ഒരു 3 ടേക്ക് സ്ഥലം വിട്ടു and I edited half of that today yesterday night ഞാൻ എഡിറ്റ് ചെയ്തു so that's basically almost done കുറച്ച് ഗ്രേഡ് ചെയ്താൽ മതി
Mm. So
so
it's all about the hustle and the efficiency that you can bring to the game, right? Yeah.
yeah, efficiency and like the diversity, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm really bringing like a whole different side of like rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like classifying it as gangster rap or anything because I feel like ABI says that it's gangster rap, but I never like I can never call like gangster. Like he's just a tough guy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I want that style got to be good on it, but
Mm.
like it's not like trap music. You know what I'm saying? It's not about like trap. It's not about like drugs or like you know. And honestly, it's kind of hard for me to understand most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, what do you think? Like, I mean, I've always told him straight up, like, buying a കട്ടിയുള്ള വാക്കാണല്ലോ.
Yeah, I think you have to have a very good understanding of the Malayalam language to understand what ABI says. So yeah, definitely, man. Yeah.
He's one of my teachers as well in the language because I just be hearing like maybe I might not know the word,
Mm.
but like at one point I was listening. Like at one point I really like thought ABI was the best, you know, as Malayalam rapper. But then like beefiness got not love, but I just feel like buying it repetitive like boy. So I mean, like right now I'm like really believing like Cooper and stuff like that. But even like I said, because of like I don't know, man. Everyone that I was cool with and have no beef with is like I don't know. It's not the same as it was, you know.
Yeah. Listen, man, I mean, to close this out, I have one question that I want to ask you. Does Dope Boy Ghost believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I believe in ghosts. I believe like recently I've been watching like like these YouTube videos about signing your soul to the devil and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, like Yanam me and Sweezy become really close. Like Sweezy trip.
Yeah.
So me and Wyden, Wyden kalyanam കഴിച്ച് ഈ അടുത്ത്.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we don't talk as much as we used to. But I'm really close with them and Cash G, of course, he does my tattoos and stuff. So like me and Caesar talking about this. He doesn't really believe in like stuff like this, like God or you know what I'm saying. He just like doesn't believe in none of that shit. So I was telling him he had to chill, okay, like summon the devil. Like I was watching this video where it's like this guy was like, it's real. You can summon it, but you have to like ask like for a character. Like you can't say like I want to be a billionaire. I need to die with. Like he's like talking about the devil or like he'll leave you paralyzed, but you'll be a billionaire. Like I'm gonna say auto conditions that they do, so you have to be clever when you talk to him and stuff like that. But I don't know, cause everything in the industry, like see, when rappers die, even
Mm-hmm.
they say that's a sacrifice and stuff. Like
You
one
mean
of my favorite rappers.
like most of them die early too, right? So
Yeah. Like, yeah, they just sign the soul to the devil and they just like become famous and then die. Or like other people sacrifice them. Like when I was growing up, Eminem, like it said, Eminem sacrificed his best friend Proof, right? Because Proof got shot and killed, and then them Toy Soldiers. There's a
Mm-hmm.
video like Eminem Toy
Yeah, yeah,
Soldiers.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
video, their video Proof is getting shot, right?
Mm.
In that video.
Yeah.
So like that basically he predicted like he sold like basically you had to sacrifice someone you care about. So he sacrificed Proof is what they say. Like on it's a conspiracy theory or whatever. And then that's why Eminem gets addicted to pain pills because he's like guilt. He's in guilt. He's like because it's his fault or whatever. Because like Davon തന്നെ പറയണ്ട് I sold my soul to the devil. I never get it back. മറ്റേ സീനിലൊക്കെ പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. So I always believe in like the energy around us, like fourth dimension, spirituality, like ghost. I believe in ghosts, but like നമ്മൾ ശരിക്കും അത് കാണുമ്പോഴത് നമുക്ക് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ചെയ്യാൻ
So
പറ്റുള്ളൂ, right?
have
So
you had any personal experiences in your life?
not with like, I mean, I can't really say like supernatural like experience like cause I've been living like a war type shit like and you know what I'm saying like I was living real life scared of real life
Yeah,
while
yeah.
I'm scared of this bullshit you know that's something that I don't know
Yeah, yeah.
like you know I was like sleeping with a gun and shit at one point I in danger zone like area you know so nowadays and all and the coming at it like and the terrace spot on it so അവര് മറ്റേ സിനിമ ഒറ്റയ്ക്കൊക്കെ വന്ന് ചില്ലാറുണ്ടാവും സോ ഐ മീൻ അവിടെ മറ്റേ ഡാർക്കാണ് ടെറസ് സോ ഈ ലൈക്ക് 3 മണിയൊക്കെ ചില്ല് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നീ ആലോചിക്കുക ലൈക്ക് എൻ്റെ ഒരു ഫ്രണ്ട് ഉണ്ട് സോ ഹീസ് ലൈക്ക് ഇൻ ടു ദിസ് horror movies and stuff like the thing is my imagination is too crazy
Mm-hmm.
like so these horror movies and shit it don't scare me but since my creative energy is too much I'll be imagining this like vividly
Mm-hmm.
imagining these things. I get scared and shit. Because like well normally I'll be tripping as fuck, right? And then I'll be like high as shit. And if I get into the zone of like I think of something scary, then I'll be like, you know, tripping out. But like I said, like I've been through so much real life situations and it's not really scary. Like if I do meet a ghost, I'll probably like like I'm not അന്ന് മറ്റേ 16 ഒക്കെ പേടിച്ച് like he did a whole vlog. Do you know about that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I heard that stuff on your episode,
Yeah,
and then I heard a podcast kind of thing,
that was
a
funny.
bit about his stuff. Yeah.
Wow, they got me and cheesy. Like they did a troll for that and stuff. Like they're
Yeah, I
totally
had actually seen the troll. Yeah. So you said that that just tell the ghost that there's another ghost here.
it's like yeah, I couldn't കാണാൻ. But the thing is, you should never approach them. Like that's all I like. I'm from New Orleans, right? So New Orleans is a voodoo magic and stuff, right?
Oh,
Like
okay.
black magic, voodoo magic and stuff. Like that's where it originated or whatever. So like Asameta, I used to go to the hood. Like I used to be in the hood all the time. So these grandparents of these like coming and the grandparents ഒക്കെ ഭയങ്കര ഇതിലോട്ട് ഇൻവോൾവ് ആണ് മറ്റേ സീനാണ് സോ അവരെപ്പോഴും എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് പറയാറുണ്ട്
Mm-hmm.
like because like I always used to listen to stories like I always love like reading books these stories like especially like scary haunting stories like instead of like watching the movie or whatever I'd rather like hear like real life story or whatever അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ ഞാൻ കുറെ പിക്കപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് പിന്നെ ബാക്കി നമ്മൾ സിനിമയിലൊക്കെ കാണുമ്പോൾ കാണും like I
Yeah.
want to meet. Like, I really, if I was like sell my soul, if that was like something I could do without like, if I could do it properly, I'd do it because I'm എനിക്ക് ലോകം മാറ്റണം for the good. So even if I sell my like, I only sell my soul if I could save the world, right? So that is like my thing. Cause if I can get like, I just ask for that much power or whatever. I think fund to get I could just start my own hemp organization.
Yeah, man. I mean, I hope your dreams come true and keep hustling, man. This has obviously been a lot of fun. I mean, I really had a lot of fun talking to you.
Time is like went by.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been like it's been more than 2 hours, and I think officially this is like our longest episode we have had out of all the 10 episodes I've shot. And I am sure that, we could speak for hours more. But yeah, man, I got to go to work tomorrow. So it's like 12:30 in the night already.
Like
And
I didn't expect us to talk this long because It's like this is actually the first time. And then couple weeks back, this guy Passion Fruit. I don't know if you heard about them. They're starting a new app. Like it's just guys in Chennai. They're starting a new app for Indian hip hop and stuff. So they Zoom calling and everything. They were talking to me about the app and showing me and stuff.
Yeah.
So like that. It's really much. And then Jins wanted to do an interview too. So I mean, he never like hit me up after that, but he asked me because he just wanted to show like how in him like beef it, like he's done or whatever. Everyone like basically no one has an issue with me. We'll see. Like I'm pretty sure like once I get bigger people supporting me, everyone will like just hop on the bandwagon because that's how it is, you know.
Yeah,
Once
man.
I get like
Yeah.
million, everyone will be like, "Oh, stay, like,
Yeah. Anyways, good luck with everything, man. I mean, it was nice talking to you, and we'll do this again sometime. Maybe when we hit like 50 episodes or something, we'll do it. Yeah.
It goes.
Yeah.
At that time, I'll have some new stuff to tell you.
Definitely, bro. I'm sure there's a lot more to cover, but we need like hours more. And if this is in person, it would be even better. But yeah, man, thank you so much for taking your time out to do this. I really appreciate
No
it.
problem. Yeah, appreciate you inviting me. I'm the 10th episode, huh?
This is the 10th episode. Yeah, 10th episode. Yep.
All right, man.
Cool, man.
You
Cheers,
did,
bro.
You didn't put out you put out all 9 episodes?
Yeah, man. I did. Yeah, the last one was Jayasuriya. Before that, I had Double J. Yeah. Yeah, man.
And who else? GWS?
I had GWS, KV, Nomadic, then I had Arcado. Then I did like an album release with KV and GWS for their, Scottapan and Thuggapan. Yeah, I done that. Imbachi was there on the show. So yeah, man. I mean, I have quite a lot of people coming in. Like
Razor had told me that you told him I was on the show.
Yeah. I speak to Razor quite frequently.
I want to say that too before I go. Like shout out Razor, shout out Varun Music, shout out Anunnaki Music. Shout out the producers, man, and then shout out MC Shah for shooting a ton of videos for me and Javandro. Shout out Cash G, Sweetie Trip, Overdriver, who's shooting my videos right now. So yeah, I mean he's about to start rapping too. So I mean we're taking the label seriously, so we're gonna start signing people to the label, help them grow as well. Yeah, I know the bass and it will be possible for that. So
yep,
to the future.
Sure, man. All the best with everything that's coming up. Thank you so much. Cheers, bro.
Man.
Cheers.
Peace.